Hello, my love. Good morning to you. I hope that this finds you well. I hope you are rested and ready for your day. I hope that it is an enjoyable day. I hope that you make someone smile today. Even if just the tiniest upturned corner of the mouth. Even just the slightest bit. I hope you make someone smile today. I'm thinking about you as always. I was thinking also about being organized and taking copious notes. In some senses, that was my motto through much of my life. I felt that I had more than adequate mental faculties, but the truth of the matter is my strength or my strong point or why I excelled to the extent I did excel in any particular arena was that I was extremely organized and I took copious notes. And that is important on numerous levels, but one of which is just we do not remember, or at least I found for myself, and your memory may be better than mine. Hopefully it is, quite frankly. But I found for myself that I simply did not remember things that I wanted to remember. So if I were engaging in a task and I told myself, oh, remember to do X later, or remember to do Y, invariably I would forget to do those things. I would just fail to remember. And so what I would do was take copious notes to, one, remind myself of what I needed to do. So I was very much into task lists and things of that nature, so that I did not forget what needed to be done. But I also took notes of my experiences so that I would remember those experiences and know how to modify them in the future. A mundane example of this was with my fasting. When I would do a prolonged fast, I would take notes at the end of what food I ate, when, and how long between, because when you end a prolonged fast, you need to carefully increase your food intake and moderate that very closely, because otherwise you're going to make yourself sick. And side note, fasting is its own cup of tea, which requires numerous consultations. One should not step into it blindly without doctor's assistance, etc., etc., etc. But I've already talked to you about that ad nauseum. But the point being that I would take these notes and would say, okay, on this day, at 5 hours after ending the fast, I ate 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and I would make a note as to whether or not it made me feel good or if I felt horrible. And then when I did my next prolonged fast, I would go back to those notes and look at them, and then when I ended my fast, despite the great desire to eat perhaps 2 tablespoons of peanut butter again, my notes would warn me whether that was or was not a good idea. So, rather simple, I know, yet extremely helpful. And being organized, having a system of where you store your notes, how you put them together so that they are easily accessible and it is very easy to find your notes when you want to go back to them is crucial, because otherwise you will not find them and they will not serve their purpose. But food for thought. Be organized and take copious notes. That is my recommendation. Obviously you don't want to be taking so many notes that you're actually missing the experience, but that's another matter. And with that, I will bid you adieu and recommend again Spanish love songs. It's so interesting because the music is so exuberant and the lyrics are so dense and often dark. And you have this exuberant music with these very serious lyrics. It was always an interesting dichotomy for me. And then also I will recommend again Jimmy Corrigan, The Smartest Kid on Earth, or on the planet. I think it's on Earth, by Ware. And with that, I will bid you adieu.